Hello and welcome to my keto kitchen. I'm Victoria. Today we're going to make some keto no-bake cookies. Now, what brought this to mind was this bag right here. This is keto nut granola. There is 6 net carbs per cup of this granola. It is chocolate cupcake flavored. They have other flavors. This is the one that I chose. This is by New Trail. These taste really good in yogurt. I mean, so good in your yogurt. And this is a huge bag. This bag is 22 ounces, so you get a lot in here. And we need 3 cups to make this particular recipe. Also, the carb count of these cookies will depend on the peanut butter that you use. It will also depend on how large or how small that you make your cookies. So, let's get started. The first thing that we need is a pot on the stove, 1 stick of melted butter. That is what I have right here. I have already melted the butter. The next ingredient that we need is half of a cup of milk. And yes, I am using my keto milk, which I will link up here. The next ingredient that we need is 2 cups of allulose. We need to fully dissolve the allulose into the milk butter mixture here. Okay, and this is now just all liquid. Next, we need 1/4 of a cup of cocoa powder. I do recommend using a whisk. It's easier to get the knots out of the allulose and the cocoa powder. This is what our liquids look like right now. Very smooth, very chocolatey. Okay, now that we have those things dissolved, I am going to add 1 cup of peanut butter. We need to get the peanut butter dissolved as well with this chocolate allulose mixture. Now, this is not boiling. I don't want this boiling. I do want it really, really hot. If it hits a boil, turn it off. That's too hot. We just need the heat to get everything melted. Final 2 ingredients for this right here is 1 tablespoon of vanilla and a pinch of salt, about 1/8 of a teaspoon. Okay, perfect. Everything is fully dissolved. So I'm going to take it off the burner. Okay, so right here is 3 cups of this New Trail granola. Now I'm going to take our pot with all of our ingredients and I'm just going to pour it over the granola. This is really, really runny, so I am going to have to put this in the fridge, let it get a little bit more stiff before I can scoop it out onto my cookie sheet. I wanted to tell you the reason I melted my peanut butter in with the butter and the allulose and the vanilla and all of those things, but in your traditional no-bake cookie recipe, you do not melt the peanut butter. When you're using allulose, you do not want a grit. You need everything to be well incorporated and well melted. You do not need to bring it to a boil, but I did want to melt the peanut butter in with the allulose and the butter because I didn't want any risk of anything being gritty if you were to run it between your fingers. Peanut butter can be very stiff. Allulose takes a bit sometimes to get fully dissolved, and once it's dissolved, it does not recrystallize. It's not like erythritol. It will stay smooth, but you've got to get it to that smooth state. So for our cookies, I wanted to melt everything together and put it in the fridge, let it get a little bit stiff so that I can grab my handy dandy cookie scoop and scoop it out on a cookie sheet. You don't have to necessarily, but you will risk possibly it not being as smooth. I did want it smooth, so I don't mind the 10-20 minutes in the refrigerator that it's going to take for it to get a little bit harder so that I can scoop it up and put it on a cookie sheet. Okay, that only took about 5 minutes. So right here I have a about a 1/4 cup cookie scoop, and I am going to scoop out some of this delicious looking no-bake cookies. Oh, that's large. Oh, that's probably too big. That is, well, my husband would love this. This is his favorite cookie. So in my recipe, there's 50 total net carbs. That divided by probably going to get enough cookies that this will only be maybe 3 carbs a cookie. And these are huge, so I don't see anyone going in for seconds. So I am going to do these huge no-bake cookies. That is 12. I need one more cookie sheet. These large ones are 3.5 carbs a piece. For the things that I use Costco peanut butter. Oh, I like this size. But because my husband never gets no bakes, and that's his absolute favorite cookie, he is going to love the large ones. These right here are half the size, so these are going to be about 1 3/4 carbs, about 2 carbs a piece. If you use a 2 tablespoon scoop. And if you use the ingredients that I use, like I said, I use the Costco peanut butter, and I'll link this below. I got this on Amazon, but they sell, I believe, the blueberry one at Costco. I just didn't think blueberry would go very well with no-bake cookies. So I am going to put these in my refrigerator, and when they have cooled, I will enjoy a huge no-bake keto cookie, and I'll be right back. Okay, I just pulled these out of the refrigerator. These are chewy, ooey gooey. These, I would say, are probably going to take 4 hours to solidify, where you can actually pick it up in one whole piece. This is one of my smaller ones I wanted to show you. It's only been an hour, but I am starving and I want to eat one. So I went ahead and just pulled them out. So I already know this tastes really good. I did taste the spoon. Whoa, okay. This is almost candy. These are delicious, okay? I would say you're probably gonna need to keep these in your refrigerator. This is candy. This to me tastes like candy. I would say you're probably gonna need to keep these in your refrigerator for quite a while. As you can see, these are extremely gooey. Yep, pretty sure this is just a candy. These are gonna take a while, like I said, a few hours before they solidify hard enough that you can actually pick them up off of the cookie sheet. But if you want some sweet no-bake cookies, whew, these are so good. This is a no-bake keto cookie candy. That's where I'm gonna land this one. No-bake keto cookie candy. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and you have a blessed day.